Hey guys, Jim here. Time to review some comic books this week. Very good stuff this week. A lot to get to, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, some honorable mentions here. First off is Invaders. I picked this book because I wanted to continue the series, but it looks like I might be I might be just fading off of this one. It doesn't look like it's really going. The story's a little bit confusing. I'm finding it hard to follow. But the Alex Ross cover, you know how I love Alex Ross, man. He's an awesome artist and a good storyteller. But I'm just finding it way too hard to follow. It's confusing, a little confusing to me. So yeah, that's the only reason why I picked it up, was just to try to see what's going on. It's getting a little crazy, so I'm probably not going to pick up another Invaders book. And plus, it doesn't really have nothing to do with the regular Marvel continuity. Whoops, I almost had that from Paul. But yeah, I'm probably not going to pick it up again. But next honorable mention, which is a fantastic book. Green Lantern Corps, number 33, and this is, as you can see right there, it's the prelude to the Blackest Night, which is going to be a huge story arc in the Green Lantern series in the coming year. I think maybe around this summer. But we're seeing some fallout with the new law from the Green Lantern Corps, from the Guardians, about the Green Lanterns can't. They can't be in love and stuff like that. They're not allowed to have relationships, and we're seeing some fallout for that. And it looks like, the other Lanterns are growing stronger, while the Green Lanterns are getting weaker in their ranks. So it's going to be a tough time for the Green Lantern Corps. There is a little bit of a touching moment with the one Green Lantern and his Star Sapphire, and I found that very cool. The story is, Green Lantern Corps is proven to be, a very awesome book. I'm starting to be a pretty big fan of this now, with the regular Green Lantern book, and with this Green Lantern Corps. So, and I've never been really, as you guys know, never really been much of a DC fan, but the Green Lantern books are proven to be very awesome. So, I highly recommend it. Go pick this up. Green Lantern Corps, number 33. Very cool, very awesome stuff. Now, time for awards this week. Now, I'm not giving out a beatdown of the week, because most of the books were pretty much plot heavy and not a whole lot of fighting. So yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't pick a book up for a beatdown of the week. However, there is cover of the week and book of the week, or books of the week. Sort of foreshadowing there. But I'm going to award a cover of the week to another Alex Ross cover, of course. And this is Batman 686. And this is Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader Part 1. Now, I heard recently that Batman had died from one of the channels that I picked up, Needles Bane. He does a thing, sort of like just some random guy. He does a story with DC characters, videos with DC characters in his own line of story. Very cool stuff. I'll put the link on the sidebar so that you can check out his work. It's very awesome. The voiceovers and stuff, the animation's very cool. But I've heard from his channel that he had died, and I'm a little bit confused of what's going on here. It's sort of like a what if type of thing, like in Marvel's type of thing. But it's hard to tell. But the stories are good in here. The stories are very awesome. It's a true detective comic. Let me just say that, because you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So, but yeah, the stories in here are awesome. You find some familiar Batman characters, villains in here, and it's a pretty good read. I have to say, it's pretty good. Will I pick up the next part? Probably. I might read it, but the judgment's still out on the Batman book. So Cover of the week, though, by Alex Ross. Awesome work. Okay, 2 books of the week this week, because I could not pick one because both of them were so awesome. And first one up is Walking Dead 58. This was awesome. This was fantastic. What more can I say than, when people are put in bad situations, it's amazing what people would do to survive. That's the whole theme of this book. Really like I said, not a whole lot of action in this one, but this one's really deep. This one is really deep. And, this one's not recommended for younger readers. But if you're old enough to comprehend and get past all this other stuff, if you're mature enough to get past that stuff, definitely pick up Walking Dead 58. Yes, 58. It is a fantastic read. I'm loving Walking Dead. But next, co-owner of Book of the Week, and oh man, Thor 600. Now the reason why it's 600 this month, and for the next couple months it's going to be around the 600 range, is because there's been 600 standalone books where Thor has been in. Now 500, I believe 500 or so, or maybe less, are just Thor books. It has Thor #1, but he was in Astonishing Tales, and he had his own book and stuff like that. With that, and they have a bunch of covers in the back plus gallery. Look how thick this book is. It is well worth the $4.99, because you get the regular Thor story that's done by Straczynski and Koppel, the writer and the artist. But you get so much. Look at that. That's a magazine. That is not a comic book. That is a magazine. That was awesome. And we have in this book some Dark Reign tie-in. Even though there's no Dark Reign headdress on here, it is definitely a Dark Reign tie-in. Because Loki, as you remember in Dark Reign, the one-shot, Loki wants Asgard. And he is plotting, whatever reason, he wants Asgard, so he's plotting to get Asgard. And this is universe changing for Thor. This one is definitely universe changing for Thor, because now 2 things have happened that are very significant for Thor. Very significant. And this guy right here on the cover, I don't know if you can see it. This guy right here, blood ties to Thor. Family ties to Thor. So you got to read the book to see, because I don't want to spoil it for you. If you're into Thor at all, if you're a Marvel fan at all, you need to pick up this book, because right now, in my opinion, the Thor comic, as of right now, has probably the biggest impact on Dark Reign right now. Even though with all the other Dark Reign books, the Dark Avengers and stuff like that, this has the biggest impact, because Thor is probably one of the biggest characters in the Marvel universe, and for him to be out of certain things, this is going to be very huge, and it's going to be, in my opinion, going to have some major impacts, ramifications in the following books, because there's all kinds of other tie-ins and stuff like that. It is very interwoven. So yeah, that is it. Definitely pick up those 2 books, because they're well worth the money. Thor's a little more expensive if you can't afford that, but if you're gonna pick up one book, I would say pick up Thor. That is about it. This is the end of the video, so make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Any hateful, spiteful comments toward me or anyone else will be deleted. This is Time Jim signing off. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. And part 57 of Metal Gear Solid 3 will be up either tomorrow or Friday. Most likely tomorrow, because I have more footage recorded, and we're getting close to the end of the walkthrough. So make sure you stay tuned. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.